Welcome to the halls of learning known as Curious University, or as I like to call it, Curious U. My name is Miss Katie Jane.
And I'm Miss Tracy.
This week's theme is, Who Let the Dogs Out? Who, 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 who. But before we find out about that, let's learn some doggone good facts. There are over 400 breeds of dogs, but all of them share the scientific name Canis lupus familiaris. That's a fact!
The smallest breed is the Chihuahua. It is 6 to 9 inches tall and weighs 3 to 6 pounds. The largest breed of dog is the Great Dane. The average Great Dane measures around 40 inches tall and weighs 120 pounds. Standing on their hind legs, they can reach 7 feet, which is taller than most humans.
Now that is a fact.
A dog's sense of smell is way better than a human's. They have up to 300 million olfactory receptors in their noses, compared to about 6 million in humans.
That's fact.
A dog can be identified by his nose print, which is as unique as a human fingerprint.
That's a fact.
Dogs breathe hard and fast through an open mouth when they are too hot. This panting helps them cool off. They lose heat through their tongue rather than sweating through their fur. The only sweat glands a dog has are between its toes.
That's a fact.
This week our story is based on The Three Little Pugs by Nina Victor Crittenden. And this story is about, guess what? 3 little pugs. And these little pugs have a nice, comfy bed that they love. But one day, they find a big, bad cat sleeping in their bed. What are they going to do? You'll have to watch the story to find out. Once upon a rug, there were 3 little pugs. Gordy liked to race. Jilly liked to chase. And Zoe liked to play tug of war. But their very favorite thing to do was take a nap in their nice, comfy bed. One morning, when the 3 little pugs toddled over for their morning nap, they found the big bad cat in their bed. He stared at them with his big bad eyes. Luckily, Jilly had a plan, a sneaky plan to get rid of that cat. When the big bad cat went to drink some water, Jilly hurried and scurried. Jilly began filling the bed with bendy straws and colorful straws and curly straws.
Take that, big bad cat!
But the big bad cat snuggled and cuddled right in. Luckily, Gordy had a sneaky plan to get rid of that cat. When the big bad cat went to crunch some kibble, Gordy hurried and scurried and began filling up the bed with heavy sticks and light sticks and pointy sticks.
Take that, big bad cat!
But the big bad cat cuddled and snuggled into the bed. Luckily, Zoe had a plan to get rid of that big bad cat. When the big bad cat went out to watch the birdies, Zoe tugged and she pugged, and she started filling up the bed with lumpy bricks and smooth bricks and even clunky bricks.
Take that, big bad cat!
But that cat cuddled and snuggled right into the bed. This was the last straw. So Cordy, Julie, and Zoe jumped up into the bed with the big bad cat. And discovered that even with straws and sticks and bricks and a big bad cat, their bed was still perfect for 3 tired little pugs.
Our hands-on activity for this week is origami. So we're going to fold paper into the shape of heads. One will be a dog and one will be a cat, since our story had both dogs and cats.
All right, guys, now it's time to make an origami dog. Now, the first thing we want to do is take this standard piece of paper and make it a square. I'm going to show you a little trick on how to do this, in case you only have standard paper at your house, too. It's very simple. You're just going to take this side of the paper, this little corner right here, and you're going to fold it all the way over to the edge of this piece of paper. And then just take a little time and line it up as close as you can get it. It doesn't have to be perfect. But once you've got it where you want it, as even as you can get it, you're going to make a crease right here. And then you're going to take scissors and you're going to cut off this rectangle right here, okay? So now my paper is cut and I'm left with a square. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my paper so that it looks like a diamond. You're going to have a point at the top and a point at the bottom. And I'm going to take this diamond and I'm going to fold it in half this way. All right. Now I'm going to turn it just like this so that it looks like an upside down triangle. All right. Now it's time to make the ears. You can make your ears as small or as large as you want to. You're just going to take this point right here and you're going to fold it down. And then you're going to make a crease. Now let's do the same thing on this side. We're going to take this point and we're going to fold it down. Let's see, maybe about right here. Yeah. And then make another crease. So now the dog has 2 ears. The next step is to take this bottom point right here. And you can see that it's doubled, right? Here's the piece on top, here's the piece on bottom. Take the piece on top and fold it up like this. Now, take that same piece and fold it one more time. And again, let's make some creases. Here we go. So, the only thing that's left to do is to decorate. First, I want to give my dog some great big puppy dog eyes. There we go. And next, I'm going to give him a cold, wet, doggy nose. And I think I'm even going to give him a great big slobbery tongue. And there you have it. Here is my blue dog. Ruff, 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 ruff. Now let's check in with Miss Katie Jane and learn how to do a cat.
I used Miss Tracy's folding technique to already make my rectangle paper into a square. Now I'm going to fold it back on that crease. And I'm going to have it so there is a triangle looking at me like that. All right, then we're going to take this right corner and fold it over to the other corner and make a crease. Then we're going to open it back up. Now, you see where that crease is in the center? We're going to fold that corner over, kind of like those puppy dog ears you made in the dog origami. But we're doing it from the center. And sometimes it's not going to look exactly the same on each side. Is that something you need to worry about, you think? Having it exactly perfect? No. All right. So I have folded them down. So now I have 3 points. Do you see that? Well, we're going to fold this point. We're going to take both of the pieces of paper, the top layer and the bottom layer, and fold them up. All right. Now this is a very important part. Are you ready? We're going to flip it over. And can you see how that looks like a kitty cat head? It will look even more like a kitty cat when we add a cute little nose and some whiskers. And let's do a sweet little mouth. Hello, little baby. And then what's missing? You're right. Some big, beautiful eyes. And now we have a sweet little kitty. Thank you so much for folding with us and listening with us and laughing with us. We hope you'll join us at Curious University next week for Creepy Crawlers. Until then, ruff, meow, bye-bye.
This story time is brought to you by the Hoover Public Library.